Alright, this is a video response to Sean of the Sod, who made a community post about some Masonic numbers and a television show called Lodge 49. This video is going to have a little something to do with boxing. Three matches I'll be discussing is the fictional match in the movie Rocky Balboa between Rocky Balboa and Mason Dixon. An upcoming fight that's supposed to be Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, and the infamous The Bite fight between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield, which took place the year that Jake Paul was born. So first I'll show you what Sean showed me. So he's been putting a lot of focus on the show Lodge 49. And he's been paying attention to composite numbers. So he noticed that 49 is the 33rd composite number. Now think about Lodge, you think about Freemasonry, and 33 is a number important to Freemasonry. Think about the 33 degrees. So again, that was 33rd degree, and talking about the 33rd composite is 49. Well, Sean also pointed out that the 49th composite is 69. And you think about the keystone, the top, the royal arch there, looks like a 69. So both those numbers, 33 and 69, are important Masonic numbers. And the junction, if you will, where they meet is 49. So I answered back about how the 49th prime number is 227. And the 227th composite number is 289, which is equal to 17 times 17. A year, very important, to the Grand Lodge of England. 1717. Again, that was the year 1717. 17 squared, or 17 times 17, is 289, which is the 227th composite. A lot of us for years have talked about the importance of 227 in connection with pi. Some computer keyboard shortcuts, if you hold down Alt and press 227, you get the symbol for pi, which is important to circles. And you think about the square and compass logo, the Masonic symbol there. A compass can make the perfect circle, a square can make the perfect square. So we're talking about square numbers and pi. So I'll just read what I typed to him, and then I'll go on to the boxing connection. So I said, year 1717. The premier Grand Lodge of England was founded in the year 1717. First, consider the prime relationship. 17 is the 7th prime. Let's look at 7 squared, or 7 times 7, and your TV show. Remember talking about Lodge 49, which is 7 squared. Consider the Masonic square and compass and how Alt 227 on certain computer keyboards create the pi symbol. Think about pi and the circle, and how the compass can create a perfect circle. The square creates a perfect square. 7 times 7 equals 49, like your television show Lodge 49. Now think about 49th prime, 227. And now locate the 227th composite, 289, which again is 17 times 17. The year 1717, important to Freemasonry. Or the premier Grand Lodge of England. back of the year 1717. Now let's talk about this Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight. It's been postponed. They hyped this up. It was supposed to occur July 20th this year, 2024. It's been postponed. I'm not going to get into why. Something to do with Mike Tyson's health, I believe, but it's been postponed to the date November 15th, 2024, which is, if you include the ending date, it's 17 weeks. And we'll get back to that 17, but I just wanted to point out this other fight, the bite fight, Evander Holyfield versus Mike Tyson 2. Apparently it was a rematch, and it was in the year 1997. This was an infamous fight. See this caption here. Notoriety was achieved with the most bizarre fight in boxing history when Mike Tyson bit off part of Evander Holyfield's ear. There's a lot to unpack here. I want to keep this video short. We could go down a rabbit hole with the name Holyfield, but leave that for the comment section maybe. Mike Tyson bit part of his ear off. Now this fight with Jake Paul is about to happen in the year that Trump has the injury to his ear, and that fight was it about 1 week? It was scheduled for 1 week after the you-know-what attempt. The Holyfield Mike Tyson fight, too, took place in the year 1997, which was the same year Jake Paul was born. He's born January 17th, so it's the 17th day of the year. 17th composite number is 27, and Jake Paul is currently 27 years old and will be at the time of this fight, if it occurs this year. Something I heard Derek Curry say on a Decoding with Cody live stream. They were talking about composite numbers, and Derek, the creator of the Gematrinator calculator, pointed out that, talking about 1717, the year, Grand Lodge of England, the 1717th composite number is 2024, like the year that we're in and the year that this fight is supposed to take place. Now, we think about Mike Tyson. He's 58 years old, and that's a number that can be associated with Masonry, with gematria. I forget the exact word. Maybe it's Freemasonry or Masonic. Something like that equals 58. But I'm more concerned about his next birthday. He will be 59, which is the 17th prime. And speaking of prime, no pun intended, with, Jake Paul and his brother being associated with the prime energy drink, but Jake Paul's in his prime. He's a young man, and he's fighting this boxer that's almost 59 years old. It reminded me of this movie, Rocky Balboa, where Rocky's like 60 years old fighting a 35-year-old named Mason the Lion Dixon. I'm serious, his name is Mason Dixon, and this could not get more Masonic. I don't have the screenshot, but if you do a Google search for this fictional character, look at his stats. I believe he had 33 wins with 30 knockouts. So all those threes there, like the 33rd degree Masons and whatnot. His name's Mason the Lion Dixon, which of course could also be a reference to the Mason-Dixon line in Pennsylvania. And you think about Rocky, that's a boxer, it's a Philadelphia boxer. Think about Philly and Pennsylvania. And then you think about, I believe I brought it up before, with Trump, where did that attempt take place? Was that not in Pennsylvania? His ear got damaged. And it was that's a week before the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight was supposed to occur. Mike Tyson was infamous for biting off part of Holyfield's ear. There was a lot of bad blood. He got a lot of heat and bad bad blood. Pardon the pun there, but after more than a decade, Tyson went on the Oprah Winfrey show with Holyfield and they made amends. And this took place on October 16th. It's the 289th day of the year. I talked about 289 earlier. To recap, 289 is 17 times 17, since we got this Masonic links here talking about the year 1717 with the Premier Grand Lodge of England, and how 17 is the 7th prime, 7 squared is 49. Think about the Lodge 49 show. 49th prime is 227, and the number 289 is the 227th composite. So if this fight occurs, again, it got postponed. Supposedly it'll occur on November 15th, 2024. Again, 2024. The number 2024 is the 1717th composite. Anyway, from the new scheduled fight date until Mike Tyson's next birthday is 227 days. And how old Mike Tyson will be, he will be 59. Again, that's the 17th prime.